Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome inside the First United Bank Center here on the home campus of West Texas A&M. It's time for the Rivalry on the Range. I'm Lucas Kinsey, joined by my broadcast partner, Kent Johnson. At WT tonight, it is a whiteout. Kent grabbed us some pom-poms, and we're sporting the shirts here tonight. Kent, a great rivalry for these two teams, for West Texas A&M and for Lubbock Christian University. It seems like anytime these two programs get together, it's going to be fun. You're going to get a lot of fans in here tonight at the First United Bank Center. There's always going to be something on the line, and that's what we have here in late February, as you have the Lubbock Christian Lady Chaps first in the West Division with a 10-2 record. WT just 2 games behind at 8-4. There's a look at one of the Lady Chaps key players, Grace Foster. WT has their key players as well. On the other side, there's Nylam Thabach. So many things to talk about, but we know that this one, by the way, also 2 great coaches as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great rivalry. You know, the crazy thing, the Lady Buffs have defeated the Lady Chaps 3 times in a row last season, and they are staring at playing each other twice in a row this week, as the 2 teams will go to Lubbock to play at the Rip Griffin Center on Saturday. And looking at the Lone Star Conference standings, there is a better than good chance that these 2 teams will meet in the first round of the postseason conference tournament, so they could play 3 times in the span of 7 days.
So it's like the old NBA first playoff series, the 5-game series, right?
That's right. You what was it? 1-1-1,
yeah.
and 2. That's your travel arrangement. Here's Carly Motzenbacher. We have talked about her the last 3 weeks not being in the lineup. Well, she's back tonight. She's starting. She's practiced this week relatively pain-free. Lady Buffs definitely need Carly. Her 13 points, her 6.8 rebounds. She leads the team on both sides. You know, you mentioned Grace Foster for Lubbock Christian. They've got numerous weapons, but Grace likewise leads the Lady Chaps in scoring and rebounding, 15.5 points, 9.2 rebounds. She put up 36 against Missouri Western earlier this year. She's had 8 games of 20 or more points.
Yeah, you know, we saw Lubbock Christian and WT last season, Kent, late in South Central Region play. The Lady Buffs knocked out Lubbock Christian in a very close game right here at the FUB in the region championship game, 69-65. It was an incredible game. And Lubbock Christian loses incredible players: Juliana Robertson, Channing Cunhas, Allie Schulte, Ashton Duncan, Lainey Burr. And you think, I mean, those are All-American players or All-American caliber players, all LSC players. But here we are, and Lubbock Christian, as I said, they're at the top on the West Division. Coach Prock knows that even with a lot of those big names gone for LCU, Steve Gomez's team is back, as there's a look at Coach Gomez, 3 national championships to his resume. It's just that this is one of those games where it's fun for us to call, because you know there's going to be outstanding coaching, there's going to be outstanding play by both sides.
It's going to be a good basketball game. The crowd's going to get into it. It's you know, back in early November when we started this, we said we love broadcasting college basketball, and it's games like tonight that exemplify that.
For West Texas A&M, look at the Lady Buffs, and last week, Kent, they won 2 times. They defeated St. Mary's in the first game last Thursday, 48-34, and then they defeated St. Edward's 78-57. Thursday, the offense was not there. They did not shoot the ball well, the Lady Buffs, but they still had a great defensive game, and they held St. Mary's way underneath their season average. Saturday, though, we saw some really good performances. A career high from Kyla Kane. She scored 21 points. Nylam Thabach was so good inside with 21 points and 12 rebounds. But we highlighted Grace Foster, and then you saw Nylam Thabach as well. I think that's one of the biggest matchups tonight for the Lady Buffs. They've got to handle Foster inside, or it could be tough.
And that's going to be Nylam defensively. And if there's a question mark, sometimes it's her defense. She blocks shots, but you got to prevent Grace Foster from getting to the cylinder.
And, you know, that'll also be on the help defense as well for the Lady Buffs. We'll have our national anthem, and then we will have the seniors being honored before the game. Get you ready for this one between West Texas A&M and Lubbock Christian University. mentioned, they were honoring the seniors here before the game, and Coach Prock had come out there. And Kent tonight, Macaulay Gregory, also Braylon Dollar, Lauren Taylor, Kamira Decker being honored. And you mentioned it, Braylon Dollar, she suffered an injury to her knee before Christmas, and so she's been out for quite some time. But I think that they were going to allow her to suit out tonight,
She's
possibly?
suiting out tonight. I don't know that she's in playing – I won't say playing condition. I don't know what state her knee is in right now as to whether she can play or not, but she's definitely suited out. And as we mentioned, Carly Motzenbacher not only suited out, she's in the starting lineup tonight, so that'll be big for WT.
Student manager being honored there, Kayla Thomas, and obviously does so much for the team. And you got a chance a couple weeks ago to interview on the men's side, the Buffs manager, and those young ladies and young men don't get nearly enough credit for what they do.
Well, and, most people think managers, well, they give the players towels and do the laundry. But anymore, they're actually involved a lot in the scouting and the video breakdown.
Next senior here being honored is Kamira Decker, also a transfer that came over from Eastern New Mexico. Played under head coach Josh Prock when he was in Portales, and then this season decided to transfer over and wear the maroon and white. And Kamira has done a great job for the Lady Buffs. Comes off the bench, 6'2" senior out of Elk Grove, California. Averages 4 points and a little over 4 rebounds per game. And Kent, with so many of the players that have come over, transferring in, Kamira, just like the other ladies that we're going to talk about, outstanding character, great student in the classroom, and I think that's one thing that should be recognized as well.
Welcome our next senior, number 22, Braylon Dollar.
Here is Braylon Dollar, and it's good to see Braylon wearing that uniform again. And Kent, as she's walking out and you see that big smile, that's what I'm going to remember with Braylon Dollar is obviously a great athlete, has done a lot of good things in her time here at West Texas A&M, but she always is smiling, always has a good attitude, and is a great teammate as well.
I mean, Braylon had a great career going, left to go to Sam Houston State, came back this year with, all the hopes and promises of a solid senior season. Unfortunately, an injury cut it short, but she's still a Lady Buff through and through.
Next player being honored will be Macaulay Gregory. As you see there, Macaulay with her parents out of Lubbock, Texas. Played her high school basketball at Lubbock Cooper. And Macaulay, a sharpshooter, a good three-point shooter from the outside. Another great teammate. Played more minutes last week than she had earlier in the season. For Macaulay this year, averaging a little over 3 points per game.
So many times we go on the road and we see the parents at the faraway places. Macaulay's parents go everywhere, and you always see them cheering, and it's great to see.
A lot of good support there. Again, local product from Lubbock, and this is one of these games, Lubbock Christian and WT, that you're going to look at the roster and you're going to see a lot of girls in this Texas Panhandle area. This young lady did not hail from the Texas Panhandle. Lauren Taylor, coming from Collierville, Tennessee. And Lauren, was interviewing Coach Connor, Michaela Connor, a couple weeks ago, and she mentioned how smart Lauren is, and obviously getting her master's degree and what she's doing in the engineering department. And she said, Lauren has grown as a player here. She's a leader, and she is. She's one of the smartest players we've ever coached.
And, late last season, her role with the team was in flux. They weren't sure player on the baseline, player outside, we don't know. What they have done this year is they start her out at the 3 position. She plays up against bigs, but she'll step outside, knock down the 3. And more importantly, you mentioned it, she, you hear the term team leader. Well, she truly is. She will put the team on her shoulders and carry them if need be, which she has done the last 3 weeks with Carly Motzenbacher off the floor.
She also hit a big milestone this year as she went over 1,000 points scored in her career. officially Lauren at 1,132 points scored this year, averaging close to 10 points a game, and she has had several games down the stretch here in the conference play for the Lady Buffs where she has gotten double digits last week, 12 points, 5 assists on Saturday in the win over St. Edwards. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the visitors. The Lubbock Christian Lady Chaps, led by their head coach Steve Gomez in his 20th season. Coach Gomez getting closer to 500 career wins. He's at 496 victories. The starters for LCU, there's Grace Foster, 6'1" sophomore out of Childress. Again, one of the best scorers in the conference at 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, and she shoots 91% from the free throw line. That's tops in the conference. Number 2, Macy Maddox, 5'7" junior out of Lubbock, Texas, Friendship High School product. Number 3, Audrey Robertson, 5'8" junior out of Kerrville, 11 points a game, second leading scorer on the team for the Lady Chaps. Number 15, Shaylee Stovall, 5'6" junior out of Idalou. And number 23, Marty McCoy, 5'11" freshman out of Munster, Texas. And that is the Lubbock Christian Lady Chaps. Again, this team on a 5-game win streak, 20 wins, 8 losses, 15-5 in LSC play. And Kent, you mentioned the 5-game win streak. That has come after their 113-game home win streak got snapped. So that tells you a little bit about the resolve of this team.
It is a solid program, and you mentioned all the seniors that they lost from a year ago, and here they are, a 20-win program again. They're atop the West, but in the overall standings, they're 4th. WT is 5th. But you go to the division standings, they're the top 2 teams.
For the Lady Buffs of West Texas A&M, coming into this game, a 20-win, 8-loss record, 13-7. The Lady Buffs are in Lone Star Conference play. And WT led by head coach Josh Prock, second season at WT, 255 career wins. The Lady Buffs, again, change up the starting lineup a little bit as Carly Motchenbacher comes back tonight after missing the last 4 games. The Lady Buffs went 2-2 without number 23 on the court. Asia Himer, 5'8" sophomore out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, gets the start for the Lady Buffs. 8 points a game, 2 rebounds for Asia. Number 23, Carly Motchenbacher, 5'8" sophomore from Moorhead, Minnesota. And Carly is hoping, Kent, to have a similar performance against LCU the last time that she was in this building against the Lady Chaps. 16 points in WT's regional championship win over LCU last year. Number 24, there's Nylam Thabat, 6'4" junior from Boise, Idaho. Playing really solid, 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, 34 shot blocks. Lauren Taylor, the 5'10" senior out of Collierville, Tennessee, 12 points, 5 assists Saturday in the win for WT. And number 33, Jayla Burgess, 6'2" sophomore from Tulsa, Oklahoma, 3 points, 4 rebounds a game for Jayla. And we mentioned LCU's home win streak that was snapped by Angelo State. WT, they are on a current home win streak of 27 games. And you know that Lubbock Christian would love to come into this building, Kent, with their fans that they have brought from the short trip from Lubbock, and be the team to stop this home win streak.
Well, these 2 teams each play in probably the toughest 2 buildings in the South Central region, if not in the nation, to win in. When the Lady Buffs go down to the Rip Griffin Center Saturday, the hill they have to climb is huge, and it's not just the 5 ladies that are on the floor. When you come up to the First United Bank Center, opponents will say, it's tough to play here. When teams come in here, they'll look around and say, man, this is a real basketball arena.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great atmosphere. It's loud. It's fun, and we're about to get with it.
All right, Burgess and Foster to jump. Center, it's controlled by the Lady Buffs. 13th meeting, Rivalry on the range. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First possession here for West Texas A&M is LCU in their patented man-to-man defense. Himer puts up a 3, in and out, good box out by Grace Foster, and that again is a big key for West Texas A&M is the 3-point basket. They lead the conference making 8 threes per game, and opponents against WT shoot 5 3-pointers, make 5 threes a game. LCU, they can make threes as well. They're going to be patient, though, offensively. They work it inside to Foster. Look at that step back, too, that Nearly went in. Tabach clears the rebound. Nobody's scored yet. Early going, 9 minutes and change to play. First quarter, West Texas A&M and Lubbock Christian. Tabach works at the top of the key, and again, that's the matchup we talked about. Nylam against Grace Foster. This will be a drive and a bucket. Count it. They call the blocking foul. Asia Himer uses the ball screen. She's been doing this as the season's gone on. Teams are guarding her so tight on the three-point line that she's putting it on the floor and taking it to the hole.
Marty McCoy picks up the foul, and you mentioned Asia, her aggressiveness with the basketball. We're so accustomed to her being a spot-up shooter.
Yeah.
But she has shown the last couple weeks as this season has wound down, she's not afraid to go to the hole.
Gets the bucket to go and the free throw, so it's a 3-0 lead early here for West Texas A&M. Lucas Kinsey alongside Kent Johnson. Glad to have you joining us here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Last regular season home game here for the Lady Buffs and the Buffaloes. We'll have the men's game for you following this one.
Lady Buffs have Jayla Burgess guarding Grace Foster right now.
Nice pass, and then using the backboard nicely, number 23, Marty McCoy. And a good-looking, talented freshman there out of Munster, Marty McCoy, on the season. Doing a good job. On the other side, Taylor tries to draw contact. It was good defense by Shaylee Stovall. Coach Brock thought it was a foul. They'll push it down into the front court, a three-pointer, uncontested and buried by Marty McCoy.
The Munster native with 5 points out of the shoot gives the Lady Chaps their first lead. You can't have uncontested shots in this game.
No. Tabach will back down, turn, and take a nice soft two. We've seen both sides, Grace Foster and now Tabach can't go to that Dirk Nowitzki jump shot there.
Less opportunity to block the shot if you're fading away. Create space.
Good strip from behind, but LCU retains possession there, and it'll be another three fired up. This one from Robertson, in and out, as we're tied 5-all here in the early going. And that's a turnover. Himer threw it over the head of Nylam Tabach, out of bounds. And typically, Kent, these two teams are two of the better teams in the conference at taking care of the basketball. They don't beat themselves most of the time.
They're winning programs. You shoot high percentage shots, you rebound the basketball, you protect it.
Yeah, and you play solid defense as well. Here's Robertson working on Lauren Taylor. He's going to spin and miss the shot. Machenbacher, see how that ankle is. Look good there. And she drew a foul as well. They call it against Stovall. First personal, and that's good to see in the early going, Kent, because you want to test that ankle and see if you can make those cuts into the paint.
She cut, she spun, she pushed off of it. And she made the free throw.
Nice job there for Carly. And the Lady Buffs lead 8-5.
I mentioned our officiating crew tonight. Philip Gwynn, the referee. Victoria Cortez. Dedrick Shannon, the umpires.
Lubbock Christian into their half-court offense. Foster up top. Now the thing with Foster, like Tabach, she can hit the outside shot. She's going to drive on Nylam this time and hit the two off the window. Good move for Grace Foster. We saw her last year, averaged about 5-6 points a game as a freshman, but you saw flashes where you thought she could be pretty good. This year she has improved immensely. Tabach tries the left-handed layup and missed it, but Foster has a combination, Kent, of strength, size, but also good skill.
Lauren Taylor with the steal.
Good defense by the Lady Buffs. They forced the turnover. Into the front court now. Another drive from Machenbacher over Grace Foster.
Ankle's fine.
Carly with 5 points. And the Lady Buffs lead 10-7. Both teams off to a great offensive start. LCU 50% from the field. WT 57. Left-hand layup. Way too easy there for Grace Foster. Good penetration from her teammates as well. So it's cut down to a 1-point lead, 10-9. Himer gets a little bit of separation there. Taylor will try a three. Fabach, good fake inside. She made the layup, lost something that she just threw out over on the baseline. And while I'm watching that, LCU's taking it to the hole. Macy Maddox scores the layup. So great offense. Both head coaches probably not happy about their defense. A three from Fabach, in and out, no good. And a chance for the Lady Chaps to take the lead here if they can get a bucket. Maddox, they're trying to isolate inside Marty McCoy. She's guarded by Kane. Now McCoy will drive and draw contact. Only a freshman can't, but McCoy has got good strength, so she can play outside or inside. This will take us to the media timeout. Score, the Lady Buffs leading by 1 point on the Rivalry on the Range here from the First United Bank Center. We're back after this timeout.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Well, we said this was going to be a big-time basketball game. 12-11, West Texas on top, 4:13 to play in the first. Lady Chaps, 5 of 8 from the floor. That's 63%, 1 of 2 from three-point range. Lady Buffs, 5 of 10, 50% from the floor, but the Lady Buffs, 2 of 2 from the free-throw line. You want rebounds? Both teams have 4. Let's go down and look at turnovers, see what we can find there. Each team has 1.
Maddox gets into the paint and pulls up. Nice off the bounce. The bucket from Maddox. She's got 4. And LCU has the lead by 1. Into the game, Kamira Decker. She and Burgess will be the post players. See how LCU matches up. Also a sub for LCU, Reese Schumann, 6'1" sophomore on the floor. Along with number 4, Rachel Hasse. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Himer recognizes it, gets a screen, puts up a shot. It was well defended by Schumann, and LCU with a good defensive stop there. In transition, 3, a good look for Robertson, can't get it. Lady Buffs don't secure the rebound, and LCU plays on. As efficient as the Lady Chaps are offensively, you do not want to give them extra possessions. Foster, wow, what a shot off the glass.
That was good defense by Jayla, and Foster just had the answer.
And again, that goes back to why you got to block out and secure it on that first miss. 3-point lead here for LCU. Kane guarded tightly in the corner, so has to dish it off. Burgess, good drive, could not get the layup to go. So far, WT able to get shots in the paint. A couple of them have gone in and out, though. Good offense for LCU leads to another good 3-point look, but it's off the mark from Hasse, the sophomore from Amarillo High School. The other thing with so many of these players locally, they've played against each other in high school. A shot missed by Decker, but she tracks down her own rebound and then misses the layup. Got to convert on those. It was a good hustle from Kamira, but couldn't convert inside. LCU goes to work, getting deep in the paint, but missing the layup. Good block from Burgess.
Jayla gets her hand on the ball and then gets the rebound.
Schumann with the miss. She's out of Houston, Clear Lake High School. Burgess will take it 2 and hit it. Step behind the free throw line. Good offense from number 33. Jayla's played in a few of these big games over the last several years. A spin. Taylor takes a seat. The shot was missed by Robertson.
Wow.
So both teams with some missed opportunities. 1 point game. What a quarter it's been. 15-14. Lubbock Christian by 1. Kane dribbling up top. She's yet to take a shot. Taylor really wants it inside. Instead, Kane will drive, put up a 2. And good hustle by Lauren Taylor to tie up the ball, but it's going to go back to Lubbock Christian University.
Motzenbacher and Thabach return to the lineup for the Lady Buffs, along with Holly Stalder making her first appearance.
Holly gets a taste of this rivalry. I like how you talked about that even last Saturday, Ken, after the St. Edwards game, because on the men's side it got a little heated. And we were talking about the rivalry, and we said, no, the real rivalry is next week. And they'll do it twice, here tonight and then Saturday at the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock. Under a minute to play. LCU being very patient here on this possession, and somebody forgot to cover Marty McCoy, and she buries the jump shot.
McCoy was 7 already.
Yeah, great start for the freshman out of Munster.
You know, the rivalry, we've got the rivalry on the range between the two schools for all sports, but the reality is basketball, men's and women's basketball is where it's at, because that's where these two programs are atop the conference.
Yeah. McCoy picks up a foul, and that's 2 on McCoy, so she'll have to be careful. (17-14). Lady Buffs under 10 seconds to shoot it. Thabach, easy inside. Great position, but she missed the layup. Battle for the rebound. It's going to be controlled by McCoy.
Lady Buffs just 1 of their last 8 from the field.
4 seconds left. Maddox in the paint. Back outside, a 3 put up by Hossey at the buzzer, and it's off the rim. So after 1 quarter of play, back and forth we go, and LCU takes a 3-point lead to quarter number 2. We're back after the timeout. You're watching the Lady Buffs and the Lady Chaps here on the LSC Digital Network.
And get helped, get fitted, and get your questions answered, and find out about our price matching online today.
Lady Chaps lead it by 3 as we head to the start of the second period. Lady Chaps 8 of 16, 50% from the field. Lady Buffs 6 of 17, going 1 of 8 down the stretch from the floor. Lady Chaps just 1 3-pointer, but the Lady Buffs 0 of 3 from outside. Turnovers, 1 per team. Rebounds at Lubbock Christian out rebounding the Lady Buffs 10-9.
Motzenbacher, we've seen her have success. Oh, wow. Soaring in the air through traffic.
Man, it's good to have her back in the lineup.
It is. And now can't you see on defense who's Kari going to match up with? Grace Foster. We saw her in the Angelo State game. Remember, she was guarding Angelo State's post player inside. 7 seconds to shoot it. And that one's missed inside by Schumann. She tried to draw contact against the botch. Machenbacher in the paint, outside to Taylor. Three-pointer, front rim. The botch hit the ground hard there. LCU in transition, and a layup is missed, but a late foul is whistled, I believe, against Thabach.
Not Thabach. Whistle for that. That's her first personal.
That trip down the floor, Steve Gomez had Grace Foster isolated out in the corner.
Yeah.
She can handle the ball out there, but what it also does with Matzenbacher guarding Foster, it pulls Carly away from the bucket where she can't rebound. Or they think she won't rebound.
Yeah, but we know she'll do that. Had 17 rebounds in the Lady Buffs win against Angelo State last time she was on the floor. Robertson makes both free throws. Of course, Audrey Robertson, her older sister, Juliana Robertson, all LSC player that graduated last season. So many talented players on both sides. Good cut from Carly inside, couldn't get a shot, so she'll pitch outside. Stalder's three, no good. Thabach says, give me that ball, and scores it inside.
Wasted no time in getting the putback up there.
Smart play by Thabach. LCU having some success getting the ball down quickly in transition. It's a 1-point lead for the Lady Chaps. Feels like WT's doing a pretty good job against Foster. She does have 6 points. She's going to try to get some more here, and I think she took steps.
Yeah. Jayla Burgess was on her, and then Carly came over for the double team, and I think that altered Foster's intentions.
Yeah. Turnovers, that's only the second turnover committed by LCU. The Lady Buffs can't have turned it over just one time.
You cannot waste possessions in this game.
Thabach not looking for a shot. Nearly turned it over. Good defense up top by Audrey Robertson. Good look at Robertson there, 11 points a game. She stepped up her play from last season. This year as a junior for LCU. They'll get some subs on the floor. Shaylee Stovall back in the game. For West Texas A&M, Thabach goes to the bench. Lauren Taylor in, kicked ball. And in the last several possessions, WT seems like the ball is not moving much. And as a result, they're having a hard time getting good looks at the basket. Stolen. Nobody was open. Ball was thrown in the air, and Robertson is going coast to coast. Missed the layup. Good rebound, though, by Maddox. Two-pointer missed inside by Schumann. WT gets the rebound. Both sides leaving some points off the board in this first half. And that's why you see the shooting percentages have dipped down. They were close to 60 earlier in the game. Taylor gets it to go inside. Good move.
What we are not seeing on the Lady Buffs offensively are those open threes. There are no uncontested looks down there.
And that's because of that help defense that Lubbock Christian plays in the half court. Foster stuck. Good defense by Burgess. Wouldn't allow her to make a move there. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. They go back inside this time to Schumann. And she's held with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Got too close.
Got Lauren Taylor.
Lauren Taylor's
Her first, second team foul against the Lady Buffs at the 6:46 mark. LCU scoring drought of 2 minutes, 20 seconds right now.
That'll be an inbound throw for Maddox. Good cut. And up and under. The layup good for Maddox. Good feed from Grace Foster.
You could see it coming from up here. Down on the floor, it looked completely different.
Well, those are two teammates who are on the same page. Good play. That's one of those old 3-on-3 moves right there. 1-point lead for Lubbock Christian. He-Mare can't get past Maddox. Instead, she turns it over, forces the pass into Taylor. And Lady Buff's starting to get careless with the basketball. In transition, great feed from Marty McCoy inside to Grace Foster. And it's a 3-point lead for Lubbock Christian.
Each team has had a 3-point lead.
This is one of these games where you feel like there's an opening, and then defensively Lubbock Christian will step over. There's a nice jump shot from Lauren Taylor.
And if you get a 3-point lead, that's a huge lead in this game.
It seems like it. Back to the 1-point lead now for Lubbock Christian. Good ball movement. LCU in their half court, they set a lot of screens. They will back cut. This is a drive and a foul. Taylor got beat off the dribble and then bumped Marty McCoy. Mentioned WT with this home win streak. They're trying to go unbeaten at home for the 5th time in this building. They've done it in 2005 and 2006, 06-07, 07-08. Most recently 2013-2014 season, and now trying to do it here in 2023. And you think about having the home court advantage, and these two teams, you said it, can't have maybe the best home court advantage of anybody in the conference, but when you play the competition you do, it's hard to go the entire season and not take a loss at home. Pressure in the backcourt. WT's got to hurry. He stalled her, just gets it across half court. But now the Lady Buffs only have 17 seconds on the shot clock. Thabach gets it inside, turns, and draws a foul. And even though she doesn't make that shot, I like that aggressive play there, because you've got to go at Foster and make her defend you, with Thabach having a 6'4" frame.
At the line with 2 AUMS attempts.
Both Foster and Coach Gomez questioning, and Dedrick Shannon goes over and says she was reaching over the shoulders.
Well, the free throw pops off the rim, so the lead for LCU stays at 3. Got the second one, Thabach with 7 points. Machenbacher has 7.
You know, Saturday, the Lady Buffs game, neither team missed a field goal. Well, we've had our miss for today.
Foster's open, and that three-pointer was halfway down. Misses. Ball's going to go back to West Texas A&M. The three-point basket's not going in right now. Kent 1 for 6 for LCU. Lady Buffs are 0 for 5 from the three-point line, and I said that's a key for West Texas A&M tonight.
But again, one reason for that is there are no uncontested shots. The defense is out there in their face. 4:50 to play, second period. Lady Buffs trail 25-23. You're watching West Texas A&M basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family.
We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
Welcome back. First United Bank Center, Lubbock Christian ahead 25-23. Both teams have hit 10 field goals. Lubbock Christian has a three-pointer. They've also gone 4 of 4 from the line, 3 of 4 for West Texas A&M. Rebounds, 13-12. WT, all the stats just as close as the score.
It's been a while since Carly has scored. She got a great start in the first quarter. In fact, she hasn't missed. Carly's 3 for 3 from the field, but LCU has tightened up its defense here in this second quarter. Thabach gets it deep inside, turns, and scores over Foster. And I think you continue to do that if you're Josh Prock right now.
The Lady Chaps have not found the answer to the Lady Buffs post right now. And you want Grace Foster to be aggressive, but you don't want her to get in foul trouble.
Robertson takes it strong to the bucket and scores over Asia Himer. As you're seeing the junior guard from Kerrville get her offensive game going. Robertson now with 4 points. And a whistle. I think Foster was holding Thabach inside.
That's her second.
Yep.
Grace Foster picking up her second for that hole. Second team foul on the Lady Chaps.
So this will get off the bench for Lubbock Christian. Audrey Spurgeon, 6'2" sophomore from Fredericksburg, a familiar name, Kent, with her older sister Abby playing here at West Texas A&M a few seasons back. And Abby now playing out in Hawaii, having a tremendous season out at for Hawaii Pacific. There's a shot in and out, first miss of the game for Carly Machenbacher. Three-pointer is buried by Rachel Hossey.
And we said no uncontested shots, and Hossey had one.
Stalder penetrates, passes back outside. Trying to answer with a three of her own. Kane couldn't connect. And again, here's LCU nearly getting a layup, nearly getting a travel. Instead, Hossey will take a two, miss it. Machenbacher's there for the rebound. This has been a little bit of a surprise in this first half, how Lubbock Christian is pushing the ball down the court.
They normally are not a fast break team. But West Texas has given them opportunities. And now the Lady Buffs going cold.
All right, pushing ahead. Here's Maddox. Hossey, ooh, she was ready to fire that three up. Ball slipped out of her hands. Spurgeon wants the ball inside with Machenbacher guarding her. Instead, Hossey will drive and have it blocked away. Good defense by Nylam. WT needing a bucket. Burgess left open, hits the short corner jump shot. Staying close. Largest lead of this game has been at 5 by Lubbock Christian. Maddox wants the ball screen from Spurgeon. Goes past Stalder and a floater. In and out, no good. Maddox is quick off the dribble. Lady Buffs having a hard time staying with number 2. But they get the stop after the missed shot. So under 2 minutes to play, first half. Exactly what we expected. Back and forth, close, good defense, low turnovers. Here's a drive, and a foul will be called against Lubbock Christian. Kane didn't look like she had much there, and still will get to the free throw line.
You got Hossey with her first personal. That should be a shooting foul here coming at you.
Okay, just a little bit of a bump.
Yeah.
This is an interesting stat here, Kent. LCU, they have a 412 to 320 scoring advantage from the free throw line this season against their opponents. However, when they go on the road, they're being outscored 131 to 117. So,
we said Rick Griffin Center's a tough place to play. But when you go to the free throw line by being aggressive with the basketball. And that's why a lot of times you see the players like Kyla Kane that shoot the threes don't have a lot of free throws.
Boy, we saw some free throws made last week with the Buffs team, Kent. The men, 26 of 26 from the free throw line. WT was on the men's side in their win over St. Ed's last Saturday. That was pretty impressive. Number 2, Macy Maddox has been impressive. That's 8 points tonight from Maddox. Gets the jump shot to go off the bounce. And LCU leads by 4. Lauren Taylor doing a good job posting and too strong on her shot. WT, that shot chart, they're getting a lot of shots right under the bucket.
A lot of circles in the paint. Need to color them in.
Yeah, field goal percentage now for WT is 41%, LCU 46. Under a minute to play. Going to work, Schumann missed the shot. Burgess blocked it. It went between three different players' hands. Last touch by Schumann. Ball back to West Texas A&M. Schumann has worked hard, has gotten some shots inside the paint, but she's 0 for 5 from the field. Lady Buffs spread LCU out. Nobody in the paint. Himer working on number 20, Carly Bostwick, who's in the game. A travel called against Machenbacher. Coach Prock upset. Knows his team wasted the possession there, and LCU can almost take this down to the last shot. 30 seconds, obviously on the shot clock, 32.7 left on the game clock. At halftime, Kent will visit with men's associate head coach Chris Gove, as the men have got just as big of a game as what we're seeing here on the women's side tonight against Coach Duncan's LCU Chaps. Maddox wasting that shot clock down to 12 seconds before she moves it over to the perimeter. Now Stovall back to Maddox. Foster double teamed and still scores.
Muscled that in there.
What a play there. Stalder has her half-court shot blocked away. And the Lady Buffs head to the locker room at halftime, trailing by the largest margin of the entire first half. A 6-point lead for LCU as we head to the break. We'll take a timeout, come back, have your halftime show for you from the First United Bank Center, where the Lady Buffs trail by 6. You're watching West Texas A&M and Lubbock Christian here on the LSC Digital Network.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. We are at the half with Lubbock Christian leading West Texas A&M 34-28 in what has been every bit the basketball game that we thought it was going to be beforehand. Good defense, great offense, some individual play, great team play. It's been a fun game to watch, and no reason to think that when the men take the floor, the Buffs and the Chaps won't put on the same performance. The Buffaloes heading into the last week of the regular season, sitting in a familiar position. It took a while to get there, but they're back atop the Lone Star Conference standings, 18-2 in conference. Lubbock Christian in third place at 14-6 as we joined now by associate men's head coach Chris Gove. And, wow, the last week of the season, home and home with Lubbock Christian. You couldn't have drawn it up any better if you're a fan.
Yeah, that's what you want as a fan. You have, or do you want that game where there's two teams in our league playing two games for no reason, neither of them making the conference tournament? This is it's why you come to, I've been saying this all week, it's why you come play for us at WT. This is what our expectations are, and you're playing a really, really good Lubbock team here tonight, so that's why you come here. It's what these games are about, and it's going to be a great atmosphere.
You know, we recognized our seniors Saturday before the St. Edwards game, but what a group we have.
They are. They really are. It's, you know, I think 3 years ago, none of them were here, and and that's just what college basketball has become, where each year it's a new team, and to get somebody like Julius in the portal, to get him has been just great. And on the court, off the court, representing us, he couldn't be better. Damian's the same way. Addison and Larry are graduating. They still actually can stick around.
Back.
So it's not, they have the option. It'd be their 6th year of college, too.
Yeah.
So you understand, but you kind of don't, because I think when you look at where we are now, to be 22, 23 in college is that's heaven. Going to Shorty's, listening to Hootie and the Blowfish, hanging out with your friends. Is there, you know, you got $20 in your wallet and you're rich.
And I tell people,
what a great life.
College was a protective umbrella, and you don't realize it until you're gone. So tonight you're facing Todd Duncan team that is always solid, and they've got one of the best offensive players in the South Central region in Rowan McKenzie.
Yeah, he can do everything. He's a very smart player. He's got, you're going to see it tonight, and you'll think it's a prayer, but he's probably shooting 80% on the year. He does the Dirk Nowitzki one-legged step back from 17 feet, and I don't know if I've seen him miss on it yet. But he's a really, really skilled player. The thing you don't want to give him, and he averages 20. He'll probably get his points, but he really back cuts well, as they all do. But he back cuts and he draws fouls well. So when he has his big games, he's getting, 16 to 18 points off of back cut layups or shooting free throws, and then that makes it that much easier. You can't give him those easy free points, and you got to make him work for everything. But he's a very good player.
Well, the Buffs have been getting great team play from Larry Wise, from Addison Wallace. You always get it from Julius. Definitely going to need that again tonight.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. Looking for, I think, some of our guys, Brock Mishak, Ahmed Mohammed, he's been just great for us, and he's really starting to come on. So everybody off the bench, Rylan Holt, and we talked about him last week, and he's just starting to play his best basketball right now, and this is the time you want to do it, because it's a great, it's a great weekend, great 2 days here of basketball, and it should be a fun one for the area.
It's going to be fun. Looking forward to it. The Buffs and the Chaps coming up at the conclusion of the women's game, which is at the half with Lubbock Christian leading 34-28. We've been visiting with men's associate head coach Chris Gove. We'll be back with our first half stats after this. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family.
We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology, innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
We're at halftime here at the First United Bank Center, and a close one. No surprise as Lubbock Christian leads West Texas A&M by 6 points. Let's look at our team statistics through the first 2 quarters of play. Very clean basketball for both sides in terms of turnovers. You look at the bottom, and that's a great stat there. Only 2 turnovers for Lubbock Christian, only 4 turnovers for the Lady Buffs. Some of the numbers that stand out: the 3-point basket, 2 out of 7 for Lubbock Christian. And West Texas A&M, the Lady Buffs come into this game leading the conference, one of the better teams even in the South Central region in terms of 3-pointers per game. They make 8 per game. WT has yet to make a 3. They're 0 for 6. Credit LCU's good half-court defense. Again, as Kent has said a lot during the first half, there's just no open looks or very few from the 3-point line. A lot of them have been contested. Teams are going inside, though. This stat not up on your screen right now, but points in the paint. 20 points in the paint for Lubbock Christian and 20 points in the paint for West Texas A&M. Our pregame emphasis, if you will, in terms of the key players to watch, has proven to be true. 9 points, 4 rebounds for Nylam Thabach in the first half. Her counterpart, Grace Foster, just as good. 10 points, 4 rebounds for Foster. She did pick up 2 personal fouls in the half. Nylam Thabach also has 2 shot blocks for the Lady Buffs. But it's just been Lubbock Christian there in that second quarter getting into their rhythm offensively a little bit. Both sides, I think, in the locker room at halftime right now are talking about missed opportunities. They feel like they've gotten some looks inside and maybe missed some layups. But it's been back and forth. It's been exactly what we thought we would see tonight between West Texas A&M and Lubbock Christian. We'll take another timeout, come back, and get you set for second half play from the FUB here in Canyon. You're watching LCU and the Lady Buffs of WT.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're We're excited to see our patients and treat them like family.
We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimin Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology, innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimin Dental Group for your appointment today.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. Teams getting their last second instructions before we start the second half of play. Lucas, the Lady Buffs trailing by the largest margin they have of the game. It's only 6 points, but you get the idea that these first couple minutes of the second half are going to be crucial for WT. If Lubbock comes out, has success on their first couple possessions, that puts the Lady Buffs in a big hole. Conversely, WT comes out, scores a couple baskets, gets back within 3, and we're back in the ball game.
You know, Kent, I think that coming into this second half, look at a player like Lauren Taylor. She had 4 points in the first half, was just 2 of 6 from the field, but Nylam has gotten her point. She's doing a really good job inside. Yeah. Carly had the hot start with 7 points. Almost need one more player to put some pressure on LCU's defense, and Lauren could be that player.
You know, Jayla Burgess and Lauren Taylor have 4 points, but Carly and Nylam have the bulk of the scoring for the Lady Buffs with 9 points and 7 respectively. Lubbock Christian, first possession.
All right. We'll see. You know, the turnover is obviously very low, but I think both coaches would say, hey, we want to be aggressive and see if we can maybe force more turnovers. Burgess tries to deflect a pass out of bounds. It'll stay with Lubbock Christian underneath its own bucket. Again, these two teams, they will run it back on Saturday over at the Rip Griffin Center. Those games 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Is that right, Kent?
They are.
Okay. Oh, what a move.
She created some space there. Nice job.
I've been very impressed with Marty McCoy tonight. That is.
Freshman.
Yeah. She now has 11 points. She's the leading scorer right for the moment here for Lubbock Christian. And talk about having, you know, nerves being a freshman, playing in these big games. Looks like she is ready for the big stage. Thabach is going to be whistled for a charge. That's one where she got going and really couldn't stop. Needed to stop her momentum and take a jump shot. She just ran right into the defense of Lubbock Christian. They take the charge. That's a turnover. And this is a good start already here for Lubbock Christian. 8-point lead and the basketball.
You know, in the first half, you were talking about all the seniors that Lubbock Christian had last year. They're
Yes.
all sitting on the front row down here. As I went to get my water bottle at halftime, there they were, stopped and had a nice chat and said it was strange, them being over here not suited up.
Yep, there's going to be a steal. Machenbacher will take it away. A chance to get something in transition. She draws a foul. Yeah, Kent, you know, last year had the regional tournament here. The Lady Buffs obviously won it, defeated Lubbock Christian. And after the game, I just had so much respect for those players that you were just talking about. Schulte, Ashton Duncan, Lainey Burr, Audrey Robertson. After the press conference ended, went up to those young ladies and said, hey, it was fun to watch you play over the last several seasons, even though there were several times, Kent, where WT was on the losing end of it.
Big time.
However, they've won the last 3. So far tonight, it's been LCU that has been in control. A 3-pointer missed by Himer. She can't get on track tonight. Asia just 1 for 5 from the field.
Who was the last team that's defeated LCU 3 times in a row, going for number 4?
There's a shot, a two-pointer that is good for Maddox. We may have to ask Chris to do that one, and he may say, was it back in the Heartland times? I'm not sure.
And that may not have happened because they ruled the Heartland.
It's a 10-point lead for the Lady Chaps, and WT, they've got to be careful here not to dig too deep of a hole. Shot by Thabach, missed, got her own rebound and scored inside. 11 points, 5 rebounds for Nylam. Can WT find an answer defensively, though? Foster has her shot blocked. Great defense by Burgess. And then look at the freshman come up and force the turnover. Nylam had the rebound, but she was very close to the end line. McCoy just kind of got in her space there and forced a turnover.
Here we go.
I mean, this is a freshman who is competing like she's been doing this for 4 years. Robertson with a step through, and this time Burgess could not strip the ball free. Instead, she picks up a foul.
Lauren Taylor picking up her 3rd personal foul.
It's Taylor's 3rd. Not a good situation.
This is a game where, as the first free throw is good for Robertson, they honored the seniors before the game, and we talked about Braylon Dollar. Kent, they would have loved to have her on the floor tonight. Obviously, they don't. But just that inside presence would help out.
And we mentioned
immensely.
The first couple minutes of this quarter could be crucial. Lubbock Christian outscoring WT 6-2 right now.
Burgess is bumped from behind as she takes a jump shot, so she's going to have 2 free throws coming. And they caught McCoy with the foul. That's 3 on Marty McCoy.
That sends Jayla Burgess to the line, 2 AOMS attempts.
Jayla this year has only gone to the line 18 times, and that kind of shows what kind of year she's had to this point to be a post and only have 18 free throw attempts. But over the last week and a half, she has stepped it up aggressively.
Both free throws good for Burgess. All right, Kent, here's this fun fact for you. Talking about Marty McCoy, multi-sport athlete, right? Including football at Munster.
Kicked the game-winning field goal over Hamlin in the region semifinals in 2020.
And there's a jump shot good by Grace Foster.
I mean, she didn't just go out and put in an appearance.
We joke about Carly Machenbacher, how she could maybe play football coming from Minnesota, as tough as she is. McCoy did it. She did it for Munster.
Wow.
On the other side, here's Lauren Taylor trying to get a 2, and it does rattle in. Good for Taylor. Offense now picking up for West Texas A&M, but they cannot find an answer defensively, and they're not going to find one again. McCoy scores off the window. Well, Lubbock Christian does not have football, so, I mean, that's out of the question there for McCoy.
She's wasting her talent.
Lady Buffs trailing by 10. Taylor, strong drive, missed the layup.
Gotta make it.
Yep, good defense by LCU. And it just seems like every time the Lady Chaps get it down the court, they are scoring. Here's a 3, good for Robertson. A big run for LCU, and they have their largest lead of the game right now, 47-34. A timeout taken by Coach Prock. We'll step aside with 5:53 to play. There's the three-pointer splash. LCU up by 13. We're back right after these messages.
Behind the wheel on the red car, we got JT, Jimmy with the blue.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
Lady Chaps have opened up a 47-34 lead, outscoring the Lady Buffs 13-6 in the first 4.5 minutes of the third period. And as we see Lubbock Christian break from their bench, physical and mental toughness is what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, they're executing at a high level, and I think their defense, is leading to offense. I mean,
yeah, they're also forcing turnovers. Lady Buffs they've just committed 2, but there's the third one.
Stolen away by Shaylee Stovall. She drives at Himer and forces a foul against Asia Himer, who is frustrated right now.
That's her first personal foul. Lady Buffs with 3 team fouls.
And again, you go back to what we've been talking about. There's the foul on Himer. She reaches in, tries to grab the ball. WT, even though LCU leads the all-time series against West Texas A&M, 7-5. WT's won the last 3, Kent. Yeah. WT also knocked LCU out last year, so you can't tell me, even as nice, we love Steve Gomez, he's a nice guy, and his assistant Vic Self is a nice guy, but these LCU Lady Chaps, I promise you, they came here to Canyon tonight with an edge.
They came here to win. And you can... Steve Gomez going out there and saying, we just missed 2 free throws. What's with that? But Lady Buff's best opportunity is to win tonight. It's not going to be easier come Saturday.
When they make the trip south to Lubbock. Right now, some work to do. Kyla Kane on the floor along with Stalder. WT 0 for 7 from the three-point line. Kane drives and misses the shot, and it was good defense by Schumann inside, affecting that miss. LCU works quickly. Schumann wants to post up inside here against Kane. She's got the height advantage. They throw it up. Schumann loses the basketball. It's stripped or tied up.
They called a jump ball. Jayla Burgess came in from behind, did a great job of disrupting the offense for the Lady Chaps.
See her come from behind that ball, getting away from Schumann, and it's coming back to West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs being outscored in this quarter, 13-6.
Need some offense, Lucas.
Achenbacher, top of the key. And really in the first half, Lady Buffs were missing some layups. They're not even getting many of those layup opportunities. Nothing is easy right now offensively.
Well, you watch. We're going to have a timeout. We'll talk about it when we come back.
Okay.
4:44 to play in the third. Lubbock Christian up 13. You're watching Lady Buff basketball on the LSC Digital Network.
For a onside kick, landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Lubbock Christian opens up a 13-point lead here in the third period, 47-34. I know, Lucas, we talk about it off camera, but impressed by the composure of true freshman Marty McCoy out there. We come in, we know Grace Foster is going to be the real deal. Marty McCoy, we didn't know what to expect, and she does it on both ends.
13 points for McCoy. She hasn't missed a field goal. She's 5 for 5. Playing strong defense. The only thing that's hampered her is 3 fouls. And McCoy also with a couple of rebounds. It's just a complete team defensive effort, though. We get a whistle as
Whistle before the shot.
Reset of the shot clock, I believe, is what we got. But they're going to have to take a minute and
to check that out.
Go look at it on the monitor over there. Let's take a look, Lucas, around the Lone Star Conference women's basketball and see what we have this afternoon.
Well, because there's big games, Kent, with, you look first at the South Central region. Angelo State is number 2, Texas Women's number 3, Lubbock Christian 5, Kingsville 6, UT Tyler 7, and the Lady Buffs are 8. That's a lot of teams that are trying to position into the postseason
There
tournament.
are. You mentioned UT Tyler. They're at Texas Women's, and TWU has come back. They lead by 6, 24-18 late in the second. Down in San Angelo, they're in the third period. Angelo State leads UT Permian Basin by 12, 38-26. In Kingsville, the Steinke Center, A&M International. The cold's not bothering them. Up 37-34 over A&M Kingsville. Oklahoma Christian on the road at UA Fort Smith leads 48-35. They have not started yet out in New Mexico. Eastern is at Western. Wichita Falls, Cameron trails Midwestern State 46-35. In San Antonio, the 2 teams we saw last week, St. Mary's leading St. Edwards 53-42. And here we are in Canyon, Texas with Lubbock Christian leading West Texas A&M 47-34.
All right, 1 second to shoot it. Himer heaves one up. It did draw iron, so the Lady Buffs can get that rebound there from Stalder. Yep, try again. Good defense against Carly. They cut her off. Five seconds. Kane in trouble.
It's just not a good offensive series here.
It's not, and at this point, Kyla Kane 0 for 3 from the field. Holly Stalder 0 for 1. They've got to be more aggressive and maybe try to.
Those are low shot totals for them.
Both those players. Thabach, 2 seconds to shoot it. Puts it up. And
there you go.
We know Nyland likes the three-pointer off the window. She did it last week against St. Edwards. Does it here, and that cuts the lead to 10. If you can get to the fourth quarter, if you're Josh Prock and be under 10, and you feel better than above that, obviously, with LCU not making many mistakes, but there is one, a turnover.
I think they'd be more comfortable if they cut it to 5.
Good pass. Stalder finds Thabach in transition. That's where you need this WT crowd to get into it here.
I'll tell you who is getting into it. Our football coaching staff sitting down in the end, enjoying Bluebell ice cream, and they cheered loud for that Nylam Thabach 3 a moment ago, and now a turnover forced by the Lady Buff defense.
Talking about Josh Lynn, new head football coach for West Texas A&M, and we got to meet a lot of his assistants several weeks ago, and it seems like a really good staff. They're very excited to be here in Texas.
They are, and their slogan is, "Let's go, here we come." It's time for the Lady Buffs to get going.
Thabach, nice moves inside, score the bucket, and it's a 6-point lead now.
She scored the last 7 points for WT.
Nyland for the game has 18 points to go with her 6 rebounds. Here's Maddox, quick off the dribble, puts up a 2 over Holly Stalder. Maddox has been really good tonight. She's got 12 points, and a quick timeout is taken with just 2:44 to play. Is this going to be a full, looks like a 30, so we'll keep it here. Lucas Kinsey alongside my broadcast partner Kent Johnson. The Thunder Vision production team has brought you this the great basketball throughout the season. Director tonight, Jacob Griffin. And after that bucket from Maddox, it's an 8-point lead for Lubbock Christian.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that this could well be our last broadcast of the season. It's been so much fun.
You know, Kent,
hopefully people have enjoyed.
I'm looking down at LCU's scores here individually. Foster has 12. Macy Maddox has 12. McCoy has 13. Audrey Robertson has 9. That makes it tough on defenses when you have that much balance on.
It does. You've got to spread out. Everybody's got to play lockdown defense. Conversely, WT, Thabach has 18. Then Motzenbacher was 7. Burgess and Taylor with 6 apiece. But it's obviously very post-oriented tonight for the Lady Buffs, and that takes away a key component of their offense. It's almost like Lubbock Christian saying, throw it inside for your 2s. We're not going to let you knock down 3.
And they've only allowed 1, and that was a desperation shot from Nylam Thabach off the backboard. There's Steve Gomez. 3 national championships to his resume. Ball goes through the hands of Himer. Turnover. And that causes Josh Prock to sit down in frustration, hands on his head. And he knows you cannot make those mistakes against the Lady Chaps, especially when you're down by 8. Oh, what a drive by Robertson, and then Stalder. Her jumping ability, I recognized this early this season, it's very underrated. She gets off the floor quickly. She gets the shot block there, even though she was a step behind Robertson.
Yeah, she got beat, but she made up for it.
Maddox throws it to nobody.
Hustle.
And LCU will track that ball down.
Lady Buffs could have got the basketball.
It's almost like they were thinking that was going to be a backcourt violation. It was not. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Maddox with her dribbling exhibition, and another pull-up jumper for Macy Maddox. She now leads her team.
They're going to be watching that series on video tomorrow. That's not going to be fun.
And Maddox is one of the players, Kent, that did play minutes last year in this building last season in that championship game against West Texas A&M.
I think Shaylee Stovall just picked up her 3rd personal. Kind of riding Carly Motzenbacher, non-shooting foul.
Thabach will turn, try to score over Spurgeon. Good defense by Audrey Spurgeon, forces the miss. And Lubbock Christian up by 10, looking for more. Maddox has been deadly from mid-range.
She's up to 16.
She's shooting these mid-range jump shots. It's reminding me, Kent, a few years ago on the other side, Lexi Hightower really liked that same shot. Maddox has a team-high 16 points for the Lady Chaps. Here's Thabach at the free throw line. Stalder will put up a 2 off the front rim. Good look, wouldn't go down. LCU up by 12. Grace Foster missed the 3. Taylor lost the ball, but it was poked free, last touched by Shaylee Stovall with 39 seconds left in this quarter. Himer will check back in for Jayla Burgess. After WT had cut the lead to 6, Lubbock Christian 6-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
There you go, Carly with the jumper from the baseline.
Kent, that's her first points in the second half.
Yes, it is.
9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for Carly Motzenbacher. Now LCU will hold this down to the final shot. 15 seconds on the shot clock. They'll have to go about a second and a half before the game clock expires.
LCU shooting 54% from the floor right now.
2 seconds. Foster, that's going to be a charge. Good defense. Holly Stalder stood her ground. And how many fouls is that on Foster?
Number 3 on Foster.
Just 2.6 seconds left.
The LCU defense not conceding anything here with the pressure in the backcourt.
Yeah, they trapped Motzenbacher, and you're not going to get a shot off. So LCU with a 19-point third quarter. They hold the Lady Buffs to 15, so we will head to the fourth quarter. Lubbock Christian has a 10-point lead over West Texas A&M. Lady Buffs 27-game home win streak on the line. We'll see if WT can make the comeback when we come back after these messages.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. We get ready to start quarter number 4. Lubbock Christian trying to win for a 21st time. The Lady Buffs also trying to win for what would be a 21st time. Both teams 20-8 records. LCU, though, Kent, is at the top of the West Division.
But when it comes time to seed for
You're
the
right.
conference tournament, it's overall, and they are 4th. Angelo State winning tonight won't drop, so that'll probably keep them 4th.
Grace Foster, good look. Can't connect on the 3, but the rebound falls right into the hands of the young lady we've talked a lot about tonight, Marty McCoy. Drive and a miss. Good defense by WT.
Yeah, I think the botch got a hand on that.
Those long arms. Been a problem for a lot of teams this season. Nylam, an instant productive player for the Lady Buffs this season, transferring over from Northwest Nazarene. Here's the botch. She's going to turn, and that's a blocking foul on Foster. LCU fans probably going to want to charge, but I think she left early.
That'll be her 4th.
So that may get Audrey Spurgeon right back in the game. Here's the look. See how she leaves just a, yep, she's already falling before Thabach makes contact. The official sees it and calls the blocking foul. And Thabach makes the free throw.
She is up to 19 points. Her season high was 21 to go with 12 rebounds last weekend against St. Ed's.
Yep. I want to thank Journey Canyon Coffee. They're a proud supporter of WT Athletics. You can stop in or go through the drive-thru for your favorite hot or iced drink. Thank you for your continued support of our athletes. Here's a wide-open look that's missed, but there's McCoy with another rebound off the Robertson missed three-pointer. And that's a difference, Kent. Some of these threes for LCU are open looks.
Wide open.
While on the other side, the Lady Buffs, all of them have been contested. Foster really working hard against the botch. Nearly got the 2 to go. LCU felt like there was contact.
Got it at 8. Got it to 5 or 6 here.
Taylor drives and draws a foul. I mean, Lauren was explosive there, but I think as she was fouled, her head was down and just couldn't convert. But did draw a foul.
I think they got
who did they call that one against?
Audrey Robertson.
Okay. Her first personal foul. Taylor will shoot 2. This season, Lauren Taylor shooting at 72% from the charity stripe. All right. Here's the lead,
6.
back down to 6 again. Last time this happened, LCU went on a 6-0 run. Oh, wow, what a play by Thabach. Held her ground, blocked the shot. LCU gets the rebound, though, and the foul is drawn. And that's, I mean, what a play there for Stovall. Stovall is 5'6", and she just took it right at Burgess and drew the foul.
First team foul in the fourth period.
Stovall 0 of 2 from the line. Makes the first.
Shaylee Stovall, the Lady Chaps shooter.
Stovall makes them both.
It's a big possession there. They had the initial shot block from Nylam. It didn't matter.
Comes away with 2 points.
Lead back to 8. Achenbacher. Triple teamed inside. The botch was. So it leads to an open jump shot. Good ball movement by the Lady Buffs.
That's it. Good ball movement. They were triple teaming inside. You say someone should be open. 2 Lady Buffs should be open there. Just find them.
Nearly stolen. You know, when you get a turnover against LCU, doesn't it feel like a huge victory?
Don't we get points for that?
I mean, it's like
they are solid.
It's the old school, you know, playing a video game and you reach the final level. McCoy spins 2 times, turns, misses the shot. That was pretty good defense. Not falling for.
Yeah, Sabach never left her feet trying to block a shot.
Offensively, Lady Buffs forced the pass. Taylor was not open. Thabach threw it anyway, and LCU with the steal. WT now 9 turnovers in the game. LCU has 7. Foster inside against Thabach. Remember, Grace Foster, she's got 4 fouls. They go to the sophomore, and she scores the bucket and draws the foul against the botch.
It's going to be Nylam's 3rd.
And Kent, what do you, strategy-wise, what do you think of the call here for Steve Gomez to say, I don't care you picked up the 4th foul. You're staying in there, be aggressive, keep going to the bucket.
He knows what she's capable of. He also knows they're up 9 points now. They were up 6 at the time.
Twice here in this second half, the Lady Buffs have cut the lead to 6. And LCU has had an answer and another errant pass. WT forcing the issue. LCU capitalizing with turnovers and capitalizing with 3-pointers. Stovall from downtown. It's a 12-point lead.
Yeah, that hurt.
Deja vu, Kent.
Yeah, the entry pass from Asia to Thabach.
Machenbacher will drive strong to the bucket and draw a foul. Out of position, and it was Stovall that picks up the foul there. Here's the look. I mean, again, time to set your feet, check the wind. Oh, wait, that was yesterday.
Foul called on Shaylee Stovall. That's her 4th. So Lady Chaps now have McCoy and Stovall with 4 personal fouls. Foster has 4.
Yeah. Talking about the wind, Kent, there's I've seen a lot of stuff on social media the last couple of days. It was hashtag Dust Bowl 2023.
I sent a video of the dust on Tuesday to a buddy up in Indiana, and he comes back, London of the Southwest.
Yeah. It's like when you get outside, you know, just for even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You can go back inside and
it's miserable.
Get sand in your teeth. All right, back to the basketball action here. Foster inside. Up and under. 2-point bucket for Grace Foster. She's got 17 points. LCU has 3 players each with over 13 points in this game. They also lead by 13 points, 63-50. Double team. Thabach puts up the 2, misses it, got her own rebound. And Foster worked hard for that one and drew a foul against Nylam Thabach.
That's personal foul number 4.
It's going to be Nylam's 4th.
So Nylam will check out. Holly Stalder back on the floor for WT as they go a little bit smaller here.
Weren't we just saying the Lady Buffs cut it to 6?
They've done it twice, Kent, and each time LCU has had an answer. Again, they just don't get rattled. Stay the course, says head coach Steve Gomez. Ball deflected and stolen. Nice defense by Taylor. Ball into the hands of Carly Matzenbacher. Shake and bake. Carly, left hand, won't fall. So now you'll see LCU run some time, make sure they get open looks, whether it's inside for a layup or an open jump shot. Maddox now wants to drive with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Robertson extends the left hand, nearly got that one to go. Lady Buffs may have to start putting up some outside shots here for the game. WT 1 for 9, 1 for 10. And the rebound popped into the hands of Stovall, but good hustle from Stalder to block it away. That will take us to the media timeout. Lady Buffs in some trouble with 4:03 to play. Here's good hustle from the freshman out of Hooker, Oklahoma, Holly Stalder. See if Lady Buffs can get some shots to fall when we come back. 63-50 lead for Lubbock Christian.
Since 1933, the Panhandle Plains Historical Museum has housed the vast history of Panhandle Plains, given back to the community, and provided educational resources to those who live here. Located on the campus of West Texas A&M University, PPHM is free to all students, faculty, and staff at WT. We offer volunteer opportunities, internships, and hands-on research experience. From prehistoric times to pioneer travels, there's something for everyone at the largest history museum in Texas. Stop by and see us sometime. Oh, and don't forget, go Buffs!
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. 4 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in this one. Lubbock Christian up 13. It's getting to be do or die time for West Texas.
It is. Layup missed by Robertson, but she got her own rebound and drew a foul.
Lauren Taylor, no.
Lauren Taylor,
yeah, it is Lauren Taylor, her fourth. Team foul number 4 against WT.
LCU out-rebounding West Texas A&M 31-27. And those 27 rebounds for WT as the free throw is missed by Robertson. The Lady Buffs average, Kent, 41 rebounds a game. So 14 off of that mark right now with 3:55 to play. Second free throw good for Robertson. So now with that point, she has 10 points in the game, and LCU has 4 players in double figures. Taylor, good offense. Backs down the smaller Maddox, turns and scores. Lead cut to 12.
That was the let's run some clock move right
It
there.
almost slipped out of Stovall's hands because it was such a wide open three.
Yep.
But that is some patience and some discipline right there. Good pass out to Robertson. Her three won't go. And Coach Brock is saying, let's go. Get that tempo going. Let's get some shots up. Taylor will try a three. No. I know we keep hammering this home, but it's such a big story. 1 for 11 from the three-point line for this Lady Buff team. which we have seen Kent several times this year at home, them make more than 10 threes.
Knock them down, and it's not like LCU has made a bunch of them. They've made 4, but it's not as much a part of the Lady Chaps offense as it is the Lady Buffs.
Here's an open look for McCoy. Knocks it down from the corner. The half-court offense has been something else here for LCU tonight. A turnover by WT on the other side. But ball movement, screening, attacking, driving, kicking to open shooters. So if these threes are not falling tonight, that means on Saturday they will, right, for the Lady Buffs at LCU?
I was going to say, one of these teams is going to come away from this game saying we just won a road game at a very difficult venue.
Yeah.
The other team's going to say we got 2 days and we get another shot at it.
At the line shooting for Lubbock Christian.
Yeah, normally you have to wait a little bit before you get a chance to avenge a loss, but if LCU holds on here tonight, WT will not have to wait long. They won't have to travel very far either. Free throws for Maddox are good. She now has 18 points. And that leads LCU. Maddox has 18, Grace Foster has 17, Marty McCoy has 16, and Audrey Robertson has 10. Taylor, she's getting hot. Taylor with 12 points, back-to-back possessions where she's gotten buckets. A timeout taken by Coach Prock. We'll step aside as well. 69-54 the score. We're back after this 30-second timeout here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network. Head coach Josh Prock calling the timeout, and Nylan Fabach back on the floor. She has her 4 fouls. Lady Buffs in desperation mode now with the clock winding down here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes, 1 second to play as LCU on a mission to end West Texas A&M's 27-game home win streak. And they have done a great job here tonight. LCU 47% from the field. They've made 5 threes. They've held the Lady Buffs to only 1 for 11 from downtown. Rebounds 32-28 in favor of LCU. Lady Chaps have turned the Lady Buffs' 11 turnovers into 16 points.
LCU ball.
And we'll see some full court pressure here by West Texas A&M. Quick foul from Taylor on Robertson. And that was the 5th team foul, so LCU will shoot free throws. And the only thing that's not good there is that was Taylor's 5th foul. So the senior from Collierville, Tennessee, has just fouled out, scoring 12 points. Collecting 1 rebound and 1 assist. Robertson has been good from the free throw line tonight, 5 of 6, now make it 6 for 7. We want to thank Jimmy Fincher Body Shop for their support of WT Athletics, equally skilled at repairing damages or customizing your vehicle. Jimmy Fincher is your top Amarillo body shop. Robertson sinks the second free throw, and it is a 17-point lead for the Lady Chaps. The Botch puts up a shot. That's another charge. The LCU defender, you could see him coming over, and that's 5 on Nylam.
On the Lady Buffs, Nylan Fabach, her 5th personal. Let's give it up, please, for the 6'4" junior post from Boise out of the Mountain Lodge.
Well, if LCU does end up being a number 4 seed, Kent, in the tournament, oh boy,
it's going to be a tough tournament.
That'll be in Frisco. And Kent, that starts next Thursday.
Women play Thursday, men play Friday. Semifinals are Saturday, and the championship games are Sunday.
Foster couldn't connect inside. And we have a little over 1 minute to play. Stalder will take a pull-up three, and there it is. That long-distance shot that we've been looking for tonight. Stalder hits it with 1 minute to play in the ball game, trims the lead back to 14. LCU now just has to take care of the basketball, and if they're fouled, make free throws. Foster trapped, gets it back to Maddox. Well, pretty impressive for LCU. Only 8 turnovers tonight. Grace Foster mentioned the 17 points. She also has a double-double with 10 rebounds. A missed shot from Maddox, and then Machenbacher was fouled. And Carly, had the hot start, had 7 points in the first quarter, 12 points in the game. You have to remember, though, missing 4 games, hard to get right back into a rhythm, and we don't know.
And not a lot of practice.
And not a lot of practice.
She was in a boot until last Friday.
Kane will try a 3 and miss it. Good hustle by Stalder to get that rebound. Himer fires one up and hits it. Now the threes are coming.
Cuts it to 11 and a turnover.
Just 12 seconds left. Himer off the backboard, missed that one. Just 6 seconds left, and LCU will dribble out the time. The Lady Chaps have come into Canyon and given West Texas A&M a home loss, ending the 27-game home win streak. Congratulations to LCU as they get the win tonight, 71-60 over West Texas A&M. LCU improves its record to 21-8, 16-5 in LSC play. The Lady Buffs will drop to 20-9 overall, 13-8 in Lone Star Conference play. We'll take a timeout, come back, have the post-game show for you, and don't forget the WT men's game against LCU to follow this one as well.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
This is a walk-on athlete. They train longer, put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
One West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign, raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Welcome back to the First United Bank Center. The Lady Buffs suffered the defeat tonight against Lubbock Christian. Final 71-60. LCU ends the Lady Buffs' 27-game home win streak. Joining me is assistant coach Michaela Connor. Coach, tonight just did not go the way for the team against a tough LCU team. We knew this was going to be close. What do you feel like were the biggest differences in this game? As we saw in the second half a couple of times, WT trimmed the lead to 6, but LCU seemed to always have an answer.
I think one of the biggest things was their kids kind of stepped up and made shots. Even if it was tough shots a few times, when they needed it, they hit those shots, whether it was Macy, whether it was Grace, whether it was Marty McCoy. And I think that just was kind of when we chipped at the lead and they hit those shots, it was tough for us to try to make a comeback from that.
Talk about making shots. That was a story. We talked about it in pregame. The Lady Buffs averaged 8 threes per game. Tonight, LCU holds us to just 3 of 15. Was that something that they were doing, or was it just a night where we were off?
I think it could be a little bit of both. I mean, I think they're great. They're going to game plan, and I think they probably went into it knowing that that's one of our strong suits, so they took that away. But I think we just had to do a better job of trying to get in the paint and attack, and that's from everybody, not just our post, but also the kids that are playing on the perimeter. They have to find a way to get into the paint and finish.
Thought Nylam Thabach played really well, had a strong start and finish, got in a little bit of foul trouble at the end of the game, but she was pretty good inside going against Grace Foster, who's also a pretty good post player.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that was something that going into the game we wanted to hit. We wanted to go inside early. We wanted to get people in foul trouble early, and I thought we did a good job of that, but I think as a whole, everybody has to try to get inside, just not focusing on just Nylam. Finishing, we got to get our guards in there, because when we're not hitting the three-point shot, you got to see one go in easy.
Okay, so you get a quick turnaround. You're going to get to run it back, as I've been saying, against LCU Saturday at the Griffin Center. Just quickly off this one, what are some things that you know, okay, we can be better in these areas and hopefully go to LCU and get a win?
Well, definitely inside out, working it inside out. I thought we did a good job getting it inside, but looking for the seams of getting it back out and hopefully getting some easier three-point shots, and then maybe a few adjustments on the defensive end. But, I mean, I think we were just a few shots shy of that being a really, really tight game. And so just hyping our kids up and giving them confidence that we can beat them going on their court.
Coach, thanks for joining me. Good luck on Saturday in Lubbock.
Thank you.
All right. Lady Buffs lose tonight 71-60 to LCU. We'll take a quick timeout, come back and wrap things up here from the First United Bank Center.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Went for a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference. WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family. We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology, innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shim & Dillon Group for your appointment today.
Well, the rivalry on the range tonight goes to the Lady Chaps of LCU. The final score, 71-60. Congratulations to Lubbock Christian. We'll look at the final team statistics in this game, and a couple of the big stories there. The three-pointers, Lubbock Christian makes a couple more than WT, and the Lady Buffs, a couple of those came very late in the game, just 3 of 15 from the perimeter. Both teams very good at the free throw line. Rebounds pretty even. A great game, especially for LCU in terms of taking care of the basketball. Only 9 turnovers. Coach Gomez got to be happy about that. Individually in this one, some great performances, starting with Lubbock Christian. 4 players score in double figures. They were led by Macy Maddox, 8 for 11 from the field for Maddox. 18 points to go with her 5 rebounds and 5 assists, 2 steals. All around tremendous performance by the junior guard out of Lubbock, Texas. Also in double figures, Grace Foster, 17 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double for Foster. 16 points for the freshman Marty McCoy to go with her 6 rebounds and 1 assist. McCoy was nearly perfect from the field. She was 6 of 7, made 2 3-point baskets, and had a really outstanding game. Played some good defense as well. Very impressed with the freshman out of Munster. 12 points scored by Audrey Robertson. She was 7 of 8 from the free throw line, had 3 assists as well. 5 points from Shaylee Stovall off the bench. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 3 points scored for Rachel Hossey. She made a 3 in the ball game. So LCU, that rounds out the scoring. Reese Schumann collected 3 rebounds. Carly Boswick with 1 rebound, and Audrey Spurgeon with 1 rebound as well. For the Lady Buffs, they were led by Nylam Thabach. Great game for Nylam. You heard Coach Connor praising her. 20 points, 8 rebounds for Nylam. Got to clean up the turnovers just a little bit, as Thabach did commit 5 turnovers, suffocating defense inside every time she caught the ball from the Lady Chaps. But Nylam still was 8 of 16 from the field for WT. 12 points for Carly Machenbacher to go with her 10 rebounds, a double-double in her first game back in 2 weeks. She got 3 assists and 2 steals as well. Jayla Burgess, 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. 12 points for the senior Lauren Taylor on senior night. 5 of 11 from the field for Lauren. She had 1 assist and 1 rebound. 3 points for Holly Stalder to go with 3 rebounds. Kyla Kane was 0 for 4 from the field, did score 1 point from the free throw line, and had 1 rebound. And that rounds out the scoring there for WT. Again, the Lady Buffs fall to 20-9, 13-8 in Lone Star Conference play, while LCU stays at the top of the West Division. They improved to 21-8, 16-5 in LSC play. Final score, 71-60, LCU winners. We'll take a timeout, or actually we will step aside, and we'll turn around and get you ready for the WT men against Lubbock Christian. You've been watching the Lady Buffs and the Lady Chaps